Hello, my name is Cindy Miracle, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite Young Living products. And that product is Ningxia Red. Can you see it? And so it comes in two ways. It comes in this bottle, and I really want you to notice this bottle has been sitting for a while, so it has settled out. And also just notice even where it has the solids of Ningxia Red, wolfberry, and other pureed fruits. Notice how opaque even the juice area is, all right? So you see how it's, maybe a third of the bottle is a pureed solids from the fruit, all right? So now it's important that you mix it, all right? So you mix it before you drink it until all those settled solids are mixed in, all right? So now look at it. This is such a beautiful product. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. See how dense and rich that is, and it tastes very, very yummy, all right? Ningxia Red also comes in little packets. This is a single serving size, and so you shake it, right? So we're going to talk about this product and just in general. Now, it's possible to do a 1-hour class on the science of all the components and how to use it, but today I'm just going to share some of the ways I use it and some of the stories that I've experienced, the benefits from the last, maybe more than 10 years of drinking this every single day. All right, so first, it's called a juice infusion because it has citrus essential oils infused in the fruit, puree, wolfberry. And why is it called Ningxia? It's because the predominant component of this drink is wolfberry puree from the Ningxia region of China. Now let's talk just a little bit about wolfberries, and some people call them goji berries. And by the way, first let me just say I'm not here as a medical professional. I'm here as an educator, all right? And so don't take anything that I would share today as medical advice. If you have some medical challenges, talk to your doctor. Talk to a medical professional who I would encourage you to find someone who is open-minded to include natural support for wellness, right? So let's see. So we talked about shaking it. Now, a couple of the components of the wolfberry, which is the main constituent of Ningxia Red. And so the wolfberry is an ancient superfood, and it's been known for literally centuries. We could even say thousands of years, because for more than 2,000 years, you can go back and see historical accounts that support the health benefits of this naturally occurring fruit, the goji berry. And most of the history comes from China. So ancient Chinese documents have mentioned as far as a couple of hundred years BC. So check all these things out for yourself. Don't take anything I say as fact. I encourage you to prove it for yourself, because you see, every body is different, right? So the way you experience and the benefits that you'll experience drinking Ningxia Red may be different than mine. What I'd like to encourage you to do is do a quick self-assessment. Maybe pick 4 or 5 or 6 areas of your life, of your body, and the way you feel right now, the way you look and feel. Maybe how you sleep. Maybe your emotional well-being. Perhaps the level of discomfort, just different normal everyday aches and pains in your body. And Mm, maybe just we talked about emotional, so your mental focus and your energy levels, and maybe your skin condition, maybe your vision. So whatever you're concerned about and where your wellness goals are, do a pre and post assessment. All right. So maybe list those areas, maybe your weight, that could be one, what you weigh, and rate between 0 and 10. Maybe 10 means you just feel awesome in that area. Maybe a 5 means, I'm just not feeling very good. And a 1 is like, this is really a serious concern in my life. And then date it, take your weight, write it down, and then after 2 weeks or a month, however long you are committed to drinking Ningxia Red every day, then afterwards, reevaluate. Just take a quick look through all those areas and give it a new number. Maybe it'll change, maybe it won't. There's something really powerful about even that level of a loose quantifying of how you feel. And it's just a relative number. So just give it a number, Okay. So I have a few stories to share with you. I remember early on when I first started using Young Living products every day, every way, I wondered about this Ningxia Red juice. I just wondered, is it really a big deal? It seemed a little costly. Maybe it's kind of gimmicky. What's the deal, So I asked my mentor, Carol Howden, who is now at the top of the company in Canada. She has reached the Royal Crown Diamond rank. And so she's been using these products for a lot longer than I have. So I said, Carol, if you could only have one product from Young Living, what would it be? And I really thought she'd say like frankincense or, Valor blend, one of the essential oils, that we love every day. And you know what she said immediately? She didn't even take a minute to think about it. She said, oh, Cindy, Ningxia Red. I said, no, I mean like an oil. Wouldn't it be one of the oils? She goes, no, Cindy. If there's only one product, and she works with a lot of different clients, if you will, she helps people with wellness. And her advice, if they can only afford to get started with one thing, start with Ningxia Red every day. So when I heard that from someone who had so much education and had studied with Gary Young for years and has used these products to turn her own health around in a very significant way, I paid attention. And from that time on, I haven't missed maybe 1% of days where I maybe miscalculated and didn't have enough for my next order until my next order arrived. So I always purpose to have extra Ningxia Red on hand because I don't ever want to be without it. Now, you can tell how a person really believes by the way they live. In fact, let me just say the quote, one of my favorite quotes by Marion E. Wade says, if you live it, you believe it. So watch people's feet. So when you're studying a leader and learning from somebody, notice how they really live, because that tells you how they believe. Now, let me tell you a story about when our youngest two daughters finished high school. We homeschooled them. I homeschooled them. So I took them to Europe for 7 weeks. We backpacked across Europe from Austria, across to Belgium, and down to Italy, and then over to Greece. We backpacked for 7 weeks. Now, everything that we took, we carried on our back. So during that 7 weeks, I took 60 packets of Ningxia Red for myself. All right, so that was just one packet a day. Now I try it, this is 2 ounces, a single serving. So I use 2 to 4 ounces every single day. But for that trip, you know, 2 ounces times 60, that's 120 ounces, nearly 10 pounds in my backpack. I had to leave shoes at home. So if you live it, you believe it. And I truly believe in this. And so, you know, for 7 weeks of strenuous outdoor hiking and living amongst people and traveling and all of that, I never even got a cold. Like, you know, so what can I say? Here's another story. I'm 58 years old. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, I feel amazing for 58. And if people ask me the one thing that I would attribute how I feel, I'd have to say Ningxia Red, because that's the one thing that I'm absolutely consistent with. So we can talk about the science, but we're not going to take time today. But I am going to tell you another story. A few years ago, I decided to gather with a couple of girlfriends, and we pooled our resources and hired a personal trainer. So there were 3 or 4 of us together, and we would meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'd meet at the gym, and one of the things that I did was I drank a packet of Ningxia, or 2 ounces, before and or after every workout. And so, you know, by Wednesday, the girls would say, oh, my abs are just killing me. That workout on Monday was brutal, you know? And I'd go, I didn't feel it. Like, I almost never felt it, but they did. And so I thought, well, maybe I'm not working hard enough, but the results surely showed it. I was toning, losing weight. I was looking amazing. I even talked to my trainer and I said, hey, Derek, what's the deal? And he said, no, you're doing it. So I attribute it to Ningxia Red. And I have a theory. I don't have it fully researched, but I would say that because of the antioxidant activity of the wolfberry. Now you can look up and Google for yourself limonene, that's in the citrus oils, and the health benefits of goji berry or wolfberry. And there's a lot of literature out there, and there are peer-reviewed studies that give you this information. For me, all I know for sure is I work hard. When I take Ningxia Red before and or after the workout, I don't feel it. And so, you know, that ache, particularly in your abs or your quads or your pecs or whatever muscle system you're using that you might not be used to doing in that whatever work you're doing, it releases lactic acid, which builds up in your tissues and your muscles. And that's what causes that typical ache, that hurt, you know? And so my theory is that the antioxidant activity of the wolfberry neutralizes the lactic acid buildup. So you can do your math, figure it out. All I know is when I told that story the first time, in the audience was a nurse friend of mine. It was a small class, and she said, you know, Cindy, I want to make a comment. And I was thinking, uh-oh, now what is she going to say? But you know what she said? She said, I just started using Ningxia Red, and she had drank about 1/3 of her bottle. Okay, the bottles are 25 ounces. So she had drank about 1/3 of it. She was like down to there. And she said, she's a single gal, older than I am. And she works full-time as a nurse at that time. And so she had a small pasture and she had to manage it herself. So she would rent a front-end loader, a little tractor with a loader to pick up all the rocks. In Central Oregon, we have rocks every year. We have to get them out of our pasture, all right? So it was early spring. She rented her front-end loader. She got it home. Lo and behold, the hydraulics didn't work. So the bucket wouldn't drop down to the ground. So she had to get up off of the tractor, bend over, lift the rocks up and into the bucket. And she thought to herself, this is the only weekend I have. I got to do it. So she thought, man, this is going to hurt so bad. So Saturday, she did all that work. She thought, Sunday, I'm going to really hurt. She didn't hurt. She thought, oh, maybe it'll be one of those 2 days after thing. By Monday, she thought, I'll never be able to go to work. As a nurse, she has to lift. And she didn't hurt. And so that's what she shared, her story, which substantiated what I shared about working out. And let me tell you, you know, just prove it for yourself. Try it. Next time you're doing an extra hard workout, take your Ningxia Red for sure. All right. If you live it, you believe it. Now, one more thing, I went and got my eyes checked. Now, one of the things that you can read substantiates that the carotenoids that are antioxidant, look up antioxidant levels of carotenoids, and that's what is part of Ningxia Red. So beta carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthine, and these are carotenoids, and maybe you know that that is one way that you can support your eye health, normal eye health, your vision, all right? So I told you that I'm very, very consistent drinking Ningxia Red. I went to get my eyes checked after menopause because, you know, things change up by then, and it had been, well, nearly 10 years since I had had my eyes checked. I used to wear glasses over the years. I didn't need glasses anymore, but I thought, man, I'm for sure going to have to go back and get a prescription. I just know it. So I talked to one of my team members who is a ophthalmologist or optometrist, and I asked her to do the whole shoot and match, all of the tests. So she gave me a very thorough eye exam, and I said, you know, I just need a baseline. If I need glasses, I need glasses. Do you know, I did not need glasses. She did not give me a prescription for glasses. I was amazed. And the only thing I can attribute it to is the zeaxanthine and the other carotenoids that are present in Ningxia Red. So that's my story. Everybody's different. And there's other things that I do, and maybe in another video I'll share other things that I do to support vision. All right. Well, there's so much that we can talk about. We can talk about how Ningxia Red may support healthy blood sugar, because the wolfberry is one of the highest, well, it is actually the highest fruit, the highest protein content in any fruit. It's a superfood, this wolfberry. And so that's the main component in Ningxia Red. So if there's only one product that can support the systemic overall health of your body, whether it's your liver, whether it's your blood sugar, whether it's your vision, whether it's energy, fatigue, all of these things, your immune system, your brain health, I encourage you to do your own research and check it out for yourself. You're your own best research, your own best study is your own body. So check it out and let us know how you like Ningxia Red. Oh, by the way, one other thing. It's really fun for me to add lime oil just to enhance it. So, you know, I take a shot of Ningxia Red, add lime oil, and another thing you might want to Google, the red drink, which is 2 ounces of Ningxia Red, a teaspoon of sulfurzyme, great source of MSM, like the best source of MSM as far as I'm concerned, and 3 drops of lime vitality essential oil every day. It's amazing. It takes this awesome product Ningxia Red and it takes it over the top. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, reach out. Bye-bye.